the previous demo code we created is also using Ajax calls. So we have our front-end Angular code to consume the ingredient backend REST API. So let's just take a look at the request, how it is. So I started the server, started the backend database, and also I started the backend Spring Boot project. And then now we just need to go to our localhost 8080. Okay, sorry, not 8080. This one is using 80. Okay, so we just go to localhost, and then it will jump to /home, and this is the only button we created. It will list all the ingredients from the database. Okay, so this is the front end code. When we click on here, and our Angular code will send an Ajax call to our backend, okay, which is localhost 8080. Okay, to get all the ingredients, and then the backend will load all the ingredients from the database and then return it back to the front end. Okay, so and using a JSON format, right? This API, and then the Angular code will get that JSON format and then list it out. Okay, using a more user-friendly, animation and CSS style. So in our network, okay, so we'll have this Ajax call. It's an XHR, right? So let's just clear it and do it again. Okay, so if I click on this button, okay, and then we see this is an Ajax call. Even though the page looks like it's refreshed because all the elements got updated, but actually we can only update part of it. Okay, so maybe there are some banners, some headers, some footers, they won't be changed. But because this example is very simple, so it's actually loaded another new page, looks like, right? So the request is sending to localhost 8080. Okay, so even though we are in localhost 80, right? So this is the front end, and then the back end is here. The front end will send a request to the back end. Back end will respond back with this kind of format, and then the front end will render it using a more user-friendly format and style. Okay, so then this is also Ajax code. So all the Angular and the React code are very frequently or commonly using Ajax calls. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and you're going to see a lot of Ajax calls from the browser. But from the server's perspective, no matter what is an Ajax call or it's a normal third-party API call, so from the server's perspective, they are using the same code. Okay, same code. If I use Postman, the same code. I use Ajax call, the same code. I call it from a third party, I call from Python, Java code, or some other languages. They're all using the same API because it takes a HTTP request and sends back HTTP response in a JSON format, right? So as long as the consumer understands this, then we don't need to update our backend code. All right, so that's it. Thanks.